Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Fall Grant Celebration for the Miami County Foundation. My name is Brad Vath. I'm the current president of the Miami County Foundation. Just wanted to welcome you here and acknowledge and thank our committee members and board members for all the hard work that they have done to make this grant celebration possible. So a round of applause for everybody, please. I'd like to take a moment, and if the board members are here, to stand up and wave and stay standing. We'll start with Dr. Adams, Lisa Baker, Carol Netzley-Coate, Joe Duncan, Stacy Earhart, Candace Goodall, Joanna Hill-Heitzman, Christine Hume, David Larson, Angie Lewis, Michael Moore, Lowell Neese, James Oda, Andy Pratt, Jennifer Laufer-Smith, Neil Thiesing, Paul Watkins, and Doug Murray, who is a Director Emeritus. Again, these are our board members, and we really appreciate all their help and hard work. And at this point, I'm done. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Adams. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We understand that we will have some folks who will be a little bit late. The airport's been very busy this morning, and we have some people still circling, and they've not been able to land, and as soon as they land, they'll be in. So we're glad you made it in a timely way. If you've been here before, you probably remember that we like to start on time and end on time. We recognize the degree to which all of you have busy schedules, and we want to honor that as we proceed with this distribution ceremony this afternoon, make it this morning, but we won't be here this afternoon. Okay, with that, I have some comments that I want to make in terms of the Miami County Foundation. We have had a foundation for many years, and as a part of what we do, we have had to adjust to changes. As we have grown, we've had some modifications to make, but one thing has remained the same, and that is we still follow the premise of people helping people. And we recognize without you, that would be a very difficult task for the Miami County Foundation. So we want to thank each of you for what you do and you being here today to receive some help and assistance in fulfilling the goals of your organization. We're delighted to have the opportunity to meet here. Some of you who have been involved with this program before recognize that we have moved this from place to place, utilizing the facilities of some of the individuals, the organizations, so that they have an opportunity to share information. You have an opportunity to learn more about their enterprise. And so we're delighted to be at the Waco Airplane Museum. Thank you very much for hosting us. We appreciate it. And we're looking forward to having an opportunity, perhaps after we have finished here today, to have a chance to look around and ask some questions. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. The mission of the Miami County Foundation, we want to effectively assist organizations. We want to encourage organizations. And we want to make sure that those things that a good community includes, from the standpoint of health, education, and welfare of the citizens, is promoted as a result of the work of the foundation, which is the work that you do, which we are delighted to have the opportunity to help you with your assets. Distributions have increased a lot in the time that the foundation has been in operation. I don't know, were any of you, do any of you think you were here for the first distribution? You're all much too young for that, I think. We had $15,000 in checks that first time. Today, we're going to distribute over $272,000. That's going to be going to 89 grants. So we've grown a lot. However, we're interested in continuing that growth, and if all of you, I think, have received a sheet of paper printed on both sides with a lot of information about the foundation, I'd call your attention to not only the work that you do, but also the number of scholarships that we provide through individuals who wanted to start awarding scholarships to honor or to memorialize someone. And if this is something that would be of interest to you, be sure and see Karen, because we are willing to participate in those kinds of activities as a part of our community service. With the foundation beginning in 1985 by Richard Hunt, he owned WPTW, plus he had some radio stations in the state up north. Richard wanted to remember his wife, his children, and as a result, he started the foundation with the idea of people helping people. During that time, we have had many, many funds added, and we're willing to participate to the extent of our ability to do that if we can help individuals who have a plan in mind. If we can help, we'd be glad to make sure that if it's within our scope of ability, that we would be a partner with them. Speaking of partners, we have 19 partners that I want to brag about. And I believe this is on your, maybe this is on your paper, the business partners. Yeah. 19 businesses have said over a 10-year period, we're going to commit an annual contribution as your business partner, helping people to help people. So the degree to which the community is behind what you do and willing to invest in what you do is indicative not only of the Miami County Foundation, but also our many business partners. If you know someone who would like to become a business partner, you can check with Karen and get the information necessary. We'll be glad to have a board member call on them, answer their questions. Now, this process includes your participation, and you'll be given a couple of minutes in order to introduce yourself and then indicate the amount of your grant and what the grant will be used for. Brevity is appreciated. And so we want you to, especially the first ones, the first people, they're going to set a good example for all of us. So you have a big responsibility if you're in the first group of recipients. Now, the school districts will be having one person report on all the grants that school may have received. Now, Karen, I see we still have some envelopes that left, and so we'll see that those are delivered. But for those of you who are here, we're looking forward to your 2 minutes of comments, introducing yourself, the amount of your grant, the organization you represent, and briefly what you're going to use the money for. With that, Lisa, I think we're ready. Here's how Lisa's got this organized. You will be coming this way when she so instructs you, and come up here and come right up to, well, there's a line right there, huh? Well, I was going to say, there's a line right over here. Don't come across that line until it's your turn, because you'll block our sign. So with that, you may come up here, and then as you finish, go out this way and back to your seat. I have it? Do you have it? All right, we're ready for the first group. We're ready for the first group. We're still ready for the first group. I want everybody to watch. They're showing you how not to do it. All right, now we're getting it. Okay, with that, I'll welcome you to the lectern, and he'll give you the microphone, and you may start your 2 minutes.
Feel like a game show, 2 minutes. I'm Sandra Streitenberger. I am from Madison State Community College. I teach accounting, business, and banking there. And I submitted a grant for the Women in STEM Expo, which is in December. It's for 300 young women. It's limited to young women, ages 8 through 12, to introduce them to STEM. In the United States, STEM is science, engineering, technology, medicine, and math. And in the United States, only 16% of those careers are staffed by women. So that's what our event is about, and we got $3,000, which is what we asked for. So thank you very much.
Thank you. My name's Joe Hurst. I'm the superintendent of Bradford Exempted Village School District. We're here today with a number of our staff members here to thank the foundation for the grant that we have received. We have applied for and received almost $14,000 for our district. That will be used for cameras for our publications class, horns for our new band program or expanding band program, as well as two-way radios for administrators to keep our students more safe in our district. So there we go. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jim Dunkel. I'm here representing New Path. New Path is the outreach arm of Gaithersburg Church. We have received a grant for a new trailer for our furniture ministry. Our furniture ministry serves local people coming out of the homeless shelters, fire victims, people such as that. And we were in need of a new trailer, and we will be able to get it now. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Linda Kramer from Give Medical Ministry. We provide used medical equipment. We loan that out to individuals for no cost. We received a $600 ongoing grant to cover cleaning supplies and those kind of things, and then a $2,500 grant to purchase 4 lift chairs.
Hello, my name is Shannon Clark. I'm representing DREAM. It's dedicated rescue efforts for animals in many counties. Basically, our mission has been that we rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome animals from county shelters. We had been getting an outpouring amount of messages about what we can do about the community cat situation in Miami County. So the president and I had decided that the only way to help combat that was to spay and neuter. So I am the director of Cat Advocates of Troy. We're CATS for short. Basically what we do is we trap, neuter, return community cats, which are the stray and feral cats that you see a lot of people that feed. We didn't have really a lot of resources in our county, so we have been driving outside of our county to get them fixed. I started the program 6 months today, and we have TNR'd 162 cats. By the end of this year, next month, it'll be 7 months, and I'll probably be at about 200 cats that we have helped. So we were granted $3,000 for veterinarian fees in hopes that a vet in our county will participate and help us out. So we appreciate it. Thanks. That might have been more than 2 minutes.
Hi, my name is David Strunks. I'm the Network Systems Administrator at Recovery and Wellness Centers of Midwest Ohio. We received a grant for $2,242 for lobby interactive displays that is basically just assisting us in client engagement and enhancing the services that we provide for our clients. We provide recovery, mental health services for our clients, as well as alcohol and drug addiction clients. And so I just want to say thank you on behalf of Recovery and Wellness for that grant. Thank you.
We are Majors Jody and Robert Kramer of the Salvation Army in Pitt.
Our uniform probably gave us away.
Yeah.
The Salvation Army received for its 2 programs, the Hygiene Pantry as well as our Utility Assistance Program, $3,125.
Thank you so much.
And thank you.
This way, this way.
Good morning. I'm Linda Gephardt from the Covington Outreach Association. I'm one of the on the board of directors, and we would appreciate the thoughtfulness and the generosity of the Miami County Foundation for ongoing humanitarian grant awards. We have $625 for the Covington Outreach as far as the food pantry goes, and also the shelter and utilities program. And we serve anyone in the Covington School District. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Nikki Shirk, and I'm the Executive Director of CASA GAL of Miami County. We advocate for kids who are in the court system here in Miami County. We're currently serving about 108 kids, and we received a $2,500 grant to help provide Christmas gifts for those kids. Many of them are in foster care, or even if they're still placed in their homes. This will allow us to help them have a great Christmas, even though it's a difficult family situation.
I don't know if I need the mic. I'm Amy Brady from Milton Union Schools, specifically Milton Union Middle School. I wrote a grant for novels for my ELA class to cover the Holocaust, and I received $767 for that. And another teacher in the elementary wrote a grant for the STEM program. I don't know the specifics of what he was using it for, but he received $500, so thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Gene Gooding, Superintendent of Covington Schools, and we received $1,052 this year for two grants. One of them was for rolling stands for our elementary xylophones for our music program, and the second one was for sensory items to help our students with disabilities learn how to self-regulate their behavior when they struggle in the classroom. And I just want to thank the Miami County Foundation. I know I say this every time I'm up here, but you can't open a door in the Covington School District without seeing some amazing way the foundation has helped our kids. And I mean every single door in both of our buildings, and we couldn't be more grateful because as these superintendents and principals and teachers know, budgets are always tight, and we couldn't do the things like helping our special education students without this foundation. So thank you.
Good morning. I'm Natalie Rolfs. I'm the Executive Director of The Future Begins Today, and we provide nurturing, mentoring, and scholarship support for Troy students. And we have launched the 8th Grade Goes to College program. This is, I think, the fifth year that we've been able to make this possible because of the Miami County Foundation. So thank you so much for allowing this to happen, board members. We are working to expose students to opportunities to plan their future paths, and one of those might be college. And we are now beginning to hear feedback from high school students that they never would have considered college as an opportunity had they not known that there were opportunities in their backyard like this, or seeing other students just like they are having this opportunity. So we were glad to work with the schools to make it possible, and I brought somebody here. It's very special from the 8th grade.
I'm Kelly Leganic. I'm the 8th grade counselor, and I get to help with this project. We took 300 students, 8th graders, to Wright State, and I get to see the excitement when they come back and share all kinds of ideas of how they're going to live away from home, and that's always exciting.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Corba. I'm the Director of Development for We Care Arts. And on behalf of all of us, thank you very much for your generous grant of $2,500. We will be using the money that we received to provide two programs. First of all, we provide the art programming for the transition to work students who attend Tippecanoe High School. We have folks that come out and teach an art class that reinforces the soft job and life skills that they are learning in the regular classroom. And we also provide an after-school program for young people with disabilities. Our mission at We Care Arts is turning disabilities into possibilities through art. And again, thank you very much for your generosity.
My name is Stacy Lehman. I'm the director of Bradford Public Library. And on behalf of our Board of Trustees, our staff, and our patrons, we'd like to thank the Miami County Foundation for your generous grant of $3,014. We plan to use this money to purchase 4 new laptop computers
These computers will replace aging desktop units and will be a step toward turning our adult computer area into a makerspace, a permanent makerspace, which will hopefully encourage some of our young people and our adults alike in those STEM technology, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math activities, and will be available for everyone in our community with the to provide the materials and the tools necessary to encourage those types of activities. So again, we thank you so much for your generous support.
Hi, I'm Nancy Hargrove. I'm from the Troy Miami County Public Library, and I'm the Youth Services Manager there. We requested $3,500 from the Miami County Foundation to purchase paperback books. We have a summer reading program that we register usually around 1,500 children between our main branch at Troy, Pleasant Hill, and then the Bookmobile. So at that time, when we register the children, they may pick out a book to keep that gets them started on their summer reading. And then we also give out books at the first grade visits, which includes Troy, St. Pat's, Troy Christian, Miami East this year. So we thank you so much for $3,500 to purchase the books.
Good morning. My name is Shelley Calvert. I'm the Director of Business Development for Isaiah's Place Therapeutic Foster Care Agency and the founder of We Love Birthday Parties. We received $3,000 from the Miami County Foundation, and we're so grateful for this. As a therapeutic foster care agency, we think about foster kids every day. They're on our hearts all the time. There is a foster care crisis going on in our country, in our state, and in our community. And at Isaiah's Place, we are working very hard to help these children. So we needed money to help us get the word out, to help us find foster families, and also to help us show all of you and our community how you can connect with the foster care kids in the foster care community. There is a national foster care movement going on. There are wonderful organizations who are helping these kids, and at Isaiah's Place, we are bringing these things to our community. And so we are so grateful for the money that we have to promote, to recruit, and to share with you how you can help these foster children, and that's what we're going to use the money for. Thank you so very much.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Silk. I'm the new Executive Director at the Miami County Dental Clinic. The clinic is celebrating our 10th year in existence this year. We requested $2,500 to be used towards our Traveling Smiles program, which is a portable unit that goes into the school systems. The $2,500 that we did receive will be used for the purchase of 2 new laptops and toothbrushes to be distributed to the students. We've already been out to Bradford schools, we've been in Piqua, and we are starting in Troy. Last year we saw 1,200 plus students in the schools, so we hope to keep growing our program and see even more throughout the county.
Good morning, I'm Ken Kessler, Chairman of the Board of Elders at the Troy Christian Church. We're located about 1.5 miles east of Troy High School on State Route 55. We are the recipient of a $5,000 grant from the Miami County Foundation for the purpose of hosting an event, which is an international event in conjunction with the Tim Tebow Foundation called Night to Shine. It's a special needs prom for folks that would not experience that particular type of an event if it were not for the generosity of the foundations that support it. We began that program about 3 years ago and had about 70 special needs kids and adults that were part of the program. We've outgrown our campus and outgrown the space, and we anticipate hosting about 150 special needs people in February the 8th of 2019. So we thank the foundation for its wisdom and generosity in making Miami County a better place to live.
Hello, my name is Dennis Tenwald. I'm with the Dayton Performing Arts Alliance. People might know us for the operas, ballets, and orchestral works that we do. but we actually provide educational programming in the arts in 14 counties surrounding Dayton. We are in about 170 schools. In Miami County, we work in 17 schools, and we work with about 1,700 students. So funding from the Miami County Foundation, the $2,200 that we received, helps us tremendously being able to bring out these programs into the schools here. And thank you.
My name is Ashley Brocious. I work at RT Industries. I'm the CEO there. We received a $10,000 grant from the Miami County Foundation to help us with the renovation and buying new furniture for our Be the Shift movement. I'm really excited to see what we come up with. We're actually going to have an event next year so people can come in and actually see what we have done.
Hi, my name is Jessica Eccles, and I'm the treasurer for the Miami County Continuum of Care. Actually here today representing Sue Parker, who is our executive director. She is feeling very under the weather today. We are excited. The Miami County Continuum of Care actually has 3 arms. One is to provide communication among nonprofit organizations throughout Miami County so that we know what is going on and how we can best serve our clients, work on best practices and things like that, and collaborate so that there are not duplication of services within the community. The second arm is transportation, and Tim's going to talk about that in just a second. Tim Krug is our Director of Transportation for the Rides to Work program. The third arm we have is a training arm, and we actually received $4,000 from the Miami County Foundation to enhance training services that are available to all nonprofit organizations within Miami County. We think it's really important to make sure that not only our volunteers and our staff, our full-time, our part-time, we need to make sure everybody within our organization has the very best up-to-date training, and that's very expensive to do as individual organizations. But when we collaborate, we can bring programs to the community such as trauma-informed care, housing initiatives. We can work on information that is relevant for people working on the front line about overdoses and mental health and things like that. And so this training money is going to make these initiatives available to all nonprofits in the community so that we can all afford and really get on the same page about what we need to know to best serve our clients. Like I said, Tim Krug is our Director of Transportation, and he's going to tell us about the other grant we got.
Thank you so much for the gift of $1,000 for the Rides to Work program. Rides to Work is in Tip City and Troy, Ohio. Currently, we're trying to stretch out to Piqua, Ohio pretty soon. Hopefully getting a couple vans maybe here pretty soon. We'll do pretty close to 6,000 rides by the end of the December for this year. And we've provided those rides in Tip City and Troy, and mostly to the homeless folks of Troy and also the lower income folks.
Hi, I'm from First Place Food Pantry here in Troy, Ohio. We have a grant for $2,144 for brakes and maintenance on our van. Our van goes to Walmart and Kroger. We use it 7 days a week to pick up products. That's not also counting when we get things from semi-trucks or whatever that also have extra products that need to be picked up. We take our van and go pick up food that helps feed the hungry in our community. We feed approximately 30 to 40 families every day we're open, and we're open 3 days a week and every Monday night. So we feed a lot of people in a month. And for us to be able to go to Walmart and Kroger and pick up their products to help feed the hungry is just magnificent. So thank you so much for keeping our van running. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maggie Crum. I'm with the National Inventors Hall of Fame. We are the education arm of the United States Patent and Trademark Office. So we work with schools and districts in the area to help them with their STEM programming and also introducing kids to real-life inventors so that they can then see those as role models. The generous donation from the foundation was $2,500, and that's going to be used at our St. Patrick's School camp, which serves the entire community. Last year we had 100 kids at the camp, and 50% of those kids went to camp on some sort of scholarship, whether it be full or part-time. So it's just 1 week of camp that these kids were able to experience because of the generous gift of the Miami County Foundation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ryan Casto. I represent New Creation Counseling Center. I want to say thank you to the Miami County Foundation for a grant of $7,000. We have some awesome partnerships with Upper Valley Career Center and Miami East School District, where we are able to provide mental health counseling for the kids in their school at no cost to the kids or the kids' families. And so that is a program that is pretty much doubled this year as we've partnered with Miami East. And thanks to Miami County Foundation, that partnership is really a real possibility. So thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Justin Kobe. I'm the Executive Director of Health Partners Free Clinic. We are the sole free clinic serving the uninsured and underserved residents of Miami County. Anybody who comes into our clinic gets to see a primary care physician, gets their medications filled, and gets their labs drawn all before they leave the appointment. I don't know about you, but I've never gone to a doctor's office and gotten all of that. That wouldn't be a reality, though, without the Miami County Foundation, and we are so blessed to receive a little over $9,000 in the fall, and as part of a humanitarian grant that will go towards the medical services and also the cost of prescription medications. Thank you so much.
My name is Jim Johnson. I'm representing the Miami County Agricultural Society. The foundation give us $1,000 to help build new goat pens for the fairgrounds, and we'd like to say thank you.
Hi, my name is Sonia Holycross. I'm the Education and Development Coordinator at Partners in Hope. And because of the generous grant awarded to us for $7,000, in 2019 we will continue to educate, model, encourage, and directly assist under-resourced community members as they continue to reach their goals of building life-sustaining resources by breaking generational patterns, isolation, and entitlement. On behalf of Partners in Hope, our partner families, and myself, thank you.
Good morning. I'm Brad Zimmerman. I'm the principal of Piqua Catholic and also our preschool, the Center for Early Learning. We received 3 grants. One of them was for our preschool for security cameras. We currently don't have any security cameras there, so to keep our youngsters safe, the generosity of the foundation is allowing us to install these cameras, which we're excited about. Another one is for iPads for administrative use. We just implemented a new school app for all of our families, so we're not sending Friday folders home with a bunch of information. It's all on the app, which is nice. So myself and the preschool director and my business manager will have the iPad, and it'll make our job a lot easier to communicate that information to our families. And then the third one is for our robotics class, or our STEM class, excuse me, and this is our STEM instructor, Mr. Bill Hayes, and he'll tell you a little bit about what he's doing with kids.
We received a $7,000 grant, which will allow us to purchase 6 high-quality, durable robotics kits that can be used for competitive exhibition. Robotics is an ideal STEM project because it incorporates the science, technology, engineering, math, and also electronics and computer programming, which we focus on in the STEM program at Piqua Catholic. And when you came through the other building, it's obvious that robotics appeals to young people because they have their own program here at the Waco Museum. My hope is that this investment in the technological education of the youth of our community will, in the future, yield a return with interest 1,000-fold, possibly by the establishment of advanced technology industries here in Miami County.
Good morning. I am Sister Jenny Scher, and I teach up at Lehman Catholic High School, and our grant is for our Science Olympiad program. As we have said so many times here this morning about the STEM, Science Olympiad is where you put it into practice. You take what you learn in the classroom and then you build the events, and what our grant for $600 is going to help us. It's certainly not going to completely fund it because Science Olympiad is an extremely expensive operation, but it will partially fund our building events and our going to invitationals and things. So I really do appreciate the continued support of the Miami County Foundation.
Good morning. My name is Ruth Kuhn. I'm chairperson of the Friends of the Piqua Parks. The organization is a group of interested citizens who want to make a difference in our community. And we are a very proactive group who are interested in improving our parks, our recreational areas, and our green spaces. So we are here today to accept the $5,000 from the Miami County Foundation because we are going to be embarking on a huge, wonderful project at one of our major gateways in Piqua, Route 36. There are a couple of slopes there that have plagued our community for a number of years, and we think we have the answer. So we are going to, this will be part of our fundraising efforts that we're going to be starting in the spring of 2019. I just want to add something personal, and this is going to be telling my age, but I used to babysit for Richard Hunt's children, Ginger and Phil, and they were delightful children. They really were. I believe both of them have since passed away, and I never had the pleasure of meeting Richard Hunt, but isn't it ironic that here is the babysitter of his children receiving a grant? I just had to add that. I thought that was kind of a personal little touch to this wonderful man who started this wonderful foundation. Thank you so much. And I'm not that old.
And neither am I. My name is Myrna Yoder, and I am Director of Fish of Troy. We have the answer for turkey dinners. We used to be helping with food, and we no longer help with food, and we continue to get calls for help with food. We struck upon this project through Kroger, and I'm here to tell you that it is a wonderful program. You can buy a turkey dinner for $60 that will serve 4 to 6 persons. It has a 10 to 12 pound turkey in it, mashed potatoes and gravy, rolls, a 10-inch pumpkin pie, and dressing. It is a wonderful way to help persons who are needy and have not the resources nor the equipment in their homes to prepare a dinner. This is the answer for that, and we will be distributing 70 dinners, and you can do the math. The $2,000 grant that was given to us from the Miami County Foundation will help offset part of that cost, and I thank you tremendously. It's a wonderful day when we give out the turkeys because we don't have an office. None of us are paid, nor am I, and it is the only day that fish comes out of the tank and does turkeys.
Good morning. I'm Chrissy Kenworthy, and I'm an English teacher at Newton High School. And this year is the first time I applied for a grant, and we are starting to hope to bring back the school newspaper, The Smoke Signal. And for this grant, it was just invaluable to receive $8,000 just for new technology, as far as Chromebooks and a cart, to allow our kids to bring this back for what my hope is a very, very long time. So we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm James Wagner, American Red Cross, Northern Miami Valley, Ohio chapter, and our grant was for $3,000 for volunteer activities. And we use this money to recruit, engage, and recognize the volunteers of the Red Cross. Our volunteers are the ones who get up at 3 a.m. in the morning to respond to house fires, apartment fires, or set up those shelters for when disaster strikes your community. So thank you for this grant.
Good morning. I'm Nancy Luce, Superintendent of Upper Valley Career Center. And I would just first like to remark on the fact that I always appreciate this event because it is so heartwarming to hear all of the different ways that people in our community are serving their fellow citizens. And so it really is a wonderful event, and it's nice to have something so positive to be a part of. So thank you to the foundation. Upper Valley Career Center has received 2 grants. One is for our ABLE program, which it was formerly, or Aspire program, which was formerly the ABLE program under the direction of Sarah Thomason, and we received $1,000 to help provide support for individuals who are taking the GED and eliminate the barrier of paying for those tests. The second grant is a $2,400 grant that the district will be utilizing for one of our safety initiatives. We plan to provide trauma kits for all of our buildings, classrooms, common areas, etc. And the $2,400 will help support that initiative. So thank you again.
Good morning. My name is Scott Bloom. I'm from the Piqua City School District, and we had 5 programs that wouldn't exist without the support of the foundation. And really briefly, this will help fund our 8th grade students being able to visit a college campus. For many students, that's the first time they've ever set foot on one of those. We will be able to increase our music program for our elementary students with some of the grant funds that come from the foundation. We will do fitness tracking with our elementary students. We'll be able to actually collect data on how they move and allow our PE teachers to work a little bit more efficiently with them. We are adding to our maker spaces in our intermediate school. And finally, we're going to purchase 4 maps. And you might wonder, why would we need a grant to purchase maps? They are about half the size of a basketball court, maps. They are big enough for students to walk on. And the reason is, I'm starting to realize that technology is great and I love everything that we can do. I still have students who aren't sure which way Canada is. And if you ask today, they'll point straight up, and that doesn't work that way. So this should be really interesting to see. We'll actually be able to walk through some of the historical events that they study and actually see what it looks like geographically. So we're very excited and very thankful to the foundation.
Good morning. My name is Becky Illifritz, and I'm with the UVMC Foundation, and we received $14,000, which will help to provide mental health training for all of our teachers in Miami County. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Marie Lindsay, and I'm the art teacher at Bethel Local Schools, the high school, and we have been gifted with $2,000 for our art program. We are a 21st century learning center, and we teach through project-based learning experiences. And our children, about 100 students, will be researching contemporary artists and then building their own original sculptures and presenting their sculptures along with a lecture to our community. So once again, I am so thrilled for your help, and thank you so much.
Good morning, I'm Addie Ratcliffe. I'm with the Family Abuse Shelter. We are a DV shelter and a homeless shelter for women and children. I want to say thank you. We have received $1,875, which will help our utilities and hygiene products for our clients. Once again, thank you to the Miami County Foundation.
Good morning. My name's Steve Kaplan, and I'm here representing the Troy Lions Club. The Troy Club covers the Piqua, Troy, and Tip City areas of service, and we are the vision people. We buy eyeglasses for people that can't afford them, pay for their eye exams, and we do preschool vision screening. We're very grateful to the foundation for their continuing support. We're here to receive 2 grants, a humanitarian one and an ongoing one, in totaling $12,250 for those programs. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Shelby Cheney. I'm with the Troy Development Council. We received a $5,000 grant, whoops. And we plan to use it for enhanced marketing for our Your Career Connect website, as well as our annual career day where we host over 500 high school students. So thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Tamara Bernard Ganger, and I'm the ED at the Troy Senior Citizen Center, and we are very grateful for the support with getting a shed behind the center. We have a lot of things up in the attic, and it's kind of terrifying, and it's been, people have, made things work, and there are missing pieces, and it's just kind of a terrifying attic, and this keeps our members and myself down out of that attic when we need certain things for, Bazaar, Holiday Bazaar, Strawberry Festival, but I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Matt Beisner. I am the one of the artistic directors for the Edison Stage Light Players, which is the theater group that performs at Edison State Community College. One thing that sets us apart from a lot of theater groups is that we do stick to a lot of the classics. We're doing Romeo and Juliet this April, and we also just performed Edgar Allan Poe anthology that I co-wrote and directed. And we received $4,244 for a new portable stage unit that we can put in front of the stage. We currently have large wooden platforms that we put on cinder blocks in front that are 20 years old. So we really, really appreciate it. And thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Becky Crow, and I'm with Bruckner Nature Center. I'm the curator of wildlife there. So we have received $7,500 towards our wildlife rehab facility. And that's very important, at least from my aspect, because that's where I am on a day-to-day basis. Bruckner Nature Center helps really promote an appreciation and understanding of wildlife conservation, and not only in Miami County, but in our entire state. Last year alone, we accepted over 1,500 animals from 26 different counties in Ohio. And with the extension of a quarantine building, we hope to not only be able to successfully rehabilitate and release animals back out into the wild, but we're ensuring that the individuals that are being re-released are at the absolute healthiest for the populations that we're impacting. So thank you.
Hello, my name is Betsy Hammond, and I am a co-director at Child Care Choices in Tip City. We received a $2,500 grant to help fund our literacy and movement programs. So we send about 5 part-time employees into child care centers, preschools, and child care homes throughout Miami County to encourage their providers to work on literacy and also yoga and Zumba, kind of different ways to get kids up and moving and give teachers strategies to use in their homes and classrooms. And we feel very strongly about early literacy, so part of this grant will go towards funding books. At every visit, every child visited receives a free book to take home, and we work very hard to make sure that these books are high quality and typically books that parents wouldn't spend the money on at home. I have a toddler at home, and there's no way I'm spending $10 per book to stock our family library, so we make sure that we're purchasing the higher quality books to give each of these children. So we're very thankful for the generosity and are excited to move forward.
My name is Dick Steineman. I'm from St. Patrick's Soup Kitchen, and we thank you for the $1,200 that you gave us, and we will use this money for our Christmas dinner. We will serve close to 1,600 people on Christmas Day. We deliver the food to their homes so people can stay home in their pajamas around their Christmas tree. We will also give gifts to people who cannot afford it, little kids. So we will make sure that they have a good Christmas. And we'd like to thank the foundation for the past 22 years of support. I think you guys were the first people to kind of help us when we got started 22 and a half years ago. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Tom Graham, the Executive Director of Miami County Recovery Council. With me today is Megan Calico, our coordinator of our Hope House program, which we received a grant for from the Miami County Foundation. Miami County Recovery Council is an outpatient counseling services, primarily addiction services, also mental health, and we've been working as hard as we can on the opiate epidemic over the past probably 6 or 8 years. And 2 years ago, we opened up the Hope House, which is a residential detox facility so that people can get out of their environment when they do want to get off of opiates. go through the detox process with the help of our staff. Megan's a nurse and the coordinator. We have nurses come in, and then this facility staffed 24/7 with peer recovery folks who are there to try to encourage people to get through the very difficult process of withdrawal from opiates. The grant from the Miami County Foundation is for $2,400 to assist us with the cost of the groceries that we purchase for that program. The groceries over the course of a year, depending on how many people are in there, are probably $3,500 to $4,500 a year. So this $2,400 will help us tremendously. We actually received a second grant from the Miami County Foundation. The Jean and John Dugan Family Foundation generously awarded us $2,000 to pursue our mission. Those funds will be used to help pay for the things that clients need to reduce barriers to treatment, things like getting their state IDs or driver's license back, getting utility bills, past utility bills taken care of, et cetera, when they do start to get into recovery. The last thing I want to say is just we're not out of this opiate epidemic. If you know anybody who is struggling, or you know somebody who you think they have somebody in their lives who's struggling, I certainly hope they'll call us. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Chief Bruce Jamison from the Piqua Police Department, and I'm here this morning on behalf of Detective Phil Cruzy. He accepted another invitation from a couple of his kids to attend school with them today, so could hardly say no to coming in his place. Detective Cruzy is our department historian and the senior-most patrol officer in the department, and he wanted to commemorate the 150th anniversary of organized law enforcement in the city of Piqua. So he has designed a badge that looks similar to the first Marshall badge that was worn in 150 years ago. Thanks to $3,838 awarded from the Piqua or the Miami County Foundation, we're going to be able to purchase one of those badges for each officer to wear throughout the next calendar year to commemorate this anniversary. So thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Greg Southers. I'm the principal at Tippecanoe Middle School in Tipp City. On behalf of the Tipp City School District, I'd like to thank the foundation for the generosity. We received 2 grants, one a $300 grant to support our Power of the Pen team at our middle school, and a second grant of $1,720 for our students at Broadway Elementary to attend the Ohio Cowards. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Don Craig. I'm the director of the Robinson branch for the YMCA. We received $11,500 to furnish a new rec room inside the new Robinson Field House. So we're going to purchase some furniture, some audiovisual equipment, and some table games. Thanks so much to the foundation.
Hello, I'm Kendra Giblin. I am with the Mothers of Preschoolers group based out of Upper Valley Community Church in Piqua. We hold meetings twice a month for mothers of children birth up through kindergarten. During that time, we provide childcare for the moms so they can kind of get a little bit of a break. We provide educational speakers, we do crafts, help them build friendships so that they feel supported throughout their journey in motherhood. We received a $500 grant from the Miami County Foundation, and we will use that to bring in educational speakers and for craft supplies for our moms while they're there. So thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Kathy Sherman. I'm the president of the Piqua Area Chamber of Commerce. We received $2,491 to purchase a much-needed laptop computer for the office. I'm also representing the Friends of the Piqua Library, and we received a grant for $6,000 to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Fort Piqua Plaza. The committee has organized a wonderful gala that will be held on the 4th floor of the Fort Piqua Plaza 1 week from tomorrow. So thank you very much for the monies provided from the Miami County Foundation.
Hello, my name is Jeff Sakel. I am the Director of Athletics for the Troy Christian Schools. On behalf of the Troy Christian Schools, we are extremely blessed, thankful, and appreciative for 2 grants today, one in the amount of $3,286 and the second grant in the amount of $4,879. All grant monies will be used to purchase defibrillator units in both of our buildings. Our elementary building also houses our Early Childhood Education Development Center, and they will be strategically placed in that building as well as our junior high school building. Once again, thank you very much to the Miami County Foundation.
Good morning. I'm Todd Rappold, Superintendent of Miami East. We are very thankful to receive 2 grants this morning. The first one's for an after-school program for our junior high and our high school students. We anticipate close to 200 students being able to participate in after-school programs. Our second grant is for a motivational speaker series at the high school. We realize our young individuals at the high school are receiving negative messages, and so we're going to bring in a series of motivational speakers to talk to the kids and help them establish goals and make positive decisions. And it's through the generosity of the foundation. We're very thankful. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Sherry Ruth, Director at J.R. Clark Public Library, and I just want to say a quick thank you to the Miami County Foundation over the last 30 years. I can't be that old either. Anyway, I've had the privilege of working with Miami County Foundation and also being the recipient of numerous grants when I've been representing the school and libraries of both Bradford and Covington and their wonderful communities, and it's been a pleasure. Anyway, the grant for J.R. Clark actually is we're going to be purchasing a sound system to go along with our smart board that we have. We're also getting a smart TV, something that's smarter than we are, so that we can get some really good things on TV for our patrons. And then also we needed to get a new AWE computer because our old one kicked the bucket. And anyway, we just want to be a self-service, a full-service public library for the community, for the school, and for our patrons. And thank you very much.
Hello, I am Virginia Kenny, and I am from the Bradford, Ohio Railroad Museum. The museum is a very interesting thing, and we have come and gotten it pretty well done. In fact, we realized that Abraham Lincoln was there when he was going back to his hometown, and the people in Bradford were able to come up and see him. So we have that museum pretty already done. And now there is another building that was done. It was an original building, and there are very few of them, that shows how the railroad people worked. And this railroad has done so much for this area. And when we hear what has been done and how much work, it is really an incredible project. And so with this new project, we'll have exhibits. And so you come and see what these people did when they worked on this museum and how much it changed this area, because when the railroad came, it was just nothing but woods over there. And now there were just thousands of trains and hundreds of railroads. And so we were wanting to get this tower done so that everybody can come and see the museum and the history, and then come and see the tower of how the people worked and did it all. And so we were so thankful to get this $3,000 trust big fund, so that we are going to get it started working, and hoping that by next summer you can just come and just see it with us. So we thank you so much.
Good morning, I'm Chris Piper, Superintendent for Troy City Schools, and I'm here to accept an award on behalf of Cookson Elementary School Cookson School received an award of $700 to support our kindness program, which will help spread kindness and character among our elementary students at Cookson Elementary, and we appreciate the foundation's support. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Dunleavy from the Bradford Community Club. I'm the president. I took over there 4 years ago as president. We had a building that is 106 years old that was crumbling. And since I've taken over, we've redone the whole inside of the building and then started on the outside. I didn't even know that we could get grants like this. This is our last phase of the outside of the building. We'll have barn siding all the way around, and then we'll start on the roof is our last thing. We have patched and patched and patched. We use our building for the community, for the schools, as fundraisers for friends and family in town. Some friends just had a fundraiser for a person that couldn't pay for their own funeral, and they raised the money in our community club to pay for that person's funeral. We do a lot for the community, and I enjoy it. And we'll be back next year.
I'm Gretchen Hawk, and I'm the director here at Waco Air Museum. And as you could see, we're in the midst of a building project for our learning center, all of our STEM education. Actually, we say STEAM because we add aviation in there. But all of that's going to be housed in the building next door. And the $5,000 grant that we received was for the sprinkler system, which will save us a lot of money in the long run. So after this, I'm offering that if anybody is interested in going over to see the building as it is right now, I have a board member that's going to give a tour. Also, if anybody is interested in picking up a card for a free admission, you can come back and tour the museum, and those are laying over here on the corner. So thank everybody for coming today.
Thank you very much for hosting us. We appreciate your hospitality. A couple more things before Karen will be here to share some information with you. But it's been indicated a couple of times about the degree to which the Miami County Foundation can help groups and individuals that would like to start an endowment fund or a memorial fund. If you or you know someone who's interested in that, certainly contact Karen for more information. I mentioned our business partners program, and at the time I didn't think we had anyone representing one of our business partners, but I think I see some Unity Bank people back there. You want to wave? There you go. Glad to have you. Thank you very much, Scott and your associates. Now, is there someone else from one of our business partners? Okay, well, yes, Ann? Oh, that's right, the Baird Funeral Home, and I know Ann, so I can acknowledge her participation. Anyone else? Well, hopefully, we have 19 this year. Hopefully we'll have more than that next year. You know, there are a lot of foundations in this county. In fact, some people have inadvertently mentioned Piqua and Troy foundations, and that's fine. We're glad to work with them. And there's some other foundations. Tip City has a foundation. But what makes Miami County Foundation unique is we're county-wide, and consequently, it'd probably be very difficult to find someone whose life has not been touched by you with help from the Miami County Foundation. We always strive to do this in an hour, but you know it's difficult to spend over $250,000 in just an hour. So we went a little over our limit, but we want to thank each of you for what you do, and we are delighted to be a partner with you from the standpoint of realizing that the money does not do any good, Scott, in the bank. Oh, it does some good, I suppose, yeah. But it only is useful when you use it. And as we approach Thanksgiving, I want to assure each of you the appreciation that we have
is shared by all of the individuals who benefit from what you do. So Thanksgiving is a special holiday for all of us. Hopefully, we'll have plenty to eat. And in any event, please accept our appreciation for what you do with the money that we're delighted to provide you as people help people. With that, Karen has some information that she wants to share.
Wow. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys do awesome work. I need to thank a couple of people. AJ, who comes and films for us every time we do this, and is helping me on a couple more projects. He's been a great resource for me, and I appreciate it. Gretchen for helping me this morning when I had a disaster with a new coffee pot. I cannot be trusted with coffee, so that is no longer my job. And for allowing us to use her beautiful facility for this event. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are here because it's here, not just for your money. And then Carol, who baked all of the goods that you see over here, and she does this for us several times, and they're awesome, and she doesn't want to take them home. So afterwards, if you are not rushing off to the state of whatever is the luncheon today, please stay and help yourselves to refreshments and take the tour. I also need to talk about the board members. This is my first grant cycle from start to finish. The last one I got to come in and do the celebration and have all the fun and didn't go through all the hard work. And they do a lot of hard work. The committee members, they're not all board members. We also have committee members that are not on our board who make these decisions for these grants. And it is a process, as you can imagine, and they spend a lot of time researching them and making the very best decision that they can make on how these funds are distributed. And we had over an ask of over 400,000, and we were able to do 272,000. So that tells you some hard decisions that had to be made, and they do that with grace. And when they get to the final discussion, it always comes back to people helping people. And that's what we do. Okay, now you get the fun part, the lawyeries that I get to do. In your packet, you have 2 pieces of paper other than your check. And they are an agreement that you will use these funds for the purpose intended. You do not get to go to the Caribbean on this money. So you need to use it. You also need to tell us about this, so there is a report form that needs to be in my office by August 20th. Please don't call begging me to give you an extension. And you need to tell us about your project. And I want to do it a little differently this year because we want to tell your story on social media because really the day-to-day operations of the foundation are not interesting enough to go on Facebook. So I would prefer to tell your stories. And to do that, I need you to tell me your stories. I'm a Southern girl. I love stories. So tell me about the veteran who now gets to go out in public because he has new teeth because of the dental clinic. Tell me about the child who didn't like to read, but now with these new interactive books are able to read. Tell me about the child who now knows that Canada is north, not up. That would be awesome. So please tell me these stories so I can relate them, and also send them to me electronically and send me your pictures electronically. That way I can put them on social media and tell your stories. Please make sure you have the appropriate permission to do that. I'm a little leery of putting children on any social media, but if you have those permissions, we can do that. So if you could communicate with me that way, that would be great. And invite me to your events. I want to come. I want to take pictures. I want to know. I got to go to the National Inventors, and that was amazing, and I had so much fun. And I really wanted to be a kid again, and I don't know why we didn't get to do that when I was a child. But it was a lot of fun. I still have one of the dogs in my office that I get to play with when I'm stressed. So we appreciate all you do for our communities, and thank you very much. And I lost something. I guess I get to thank Waco for their hospitality. Thank you all for coming here today. And please stay and network if you have the time to do that. Good evening.